Hello humans, Master Dinner Flex here, and today I'm going to be explaining, well, first off, someone wanted to replay the Malefic Blue Eye, so I'm like, yeah, sure. So I have this playing in the background, and second off, I want to explain that so some people already know this, but I know a lot of people didn't realize this. The Instant Fusion now has a perfect counter to hand traps, and its name is Millennium Eyes Restrict. Millennium Eyes Restrict. Let me pull up the card real quick. So let's pause this. I'll play this no matter what. So once per turn, when your opponent activates a monster effect, quick effect, you can target one effect monster your opponent controls or in their graveyard, equip it to him, he gains the stats, and then negate the effects of monsters that activate on the field, or their effects on the field with the same as monsters equipped to him. So let's say your opponent Ash Blossoms you. Let's get back to this. So let's say your opponent Ash Blossoms you while you have this up. Alright, well, you take it, and then it negates its effects, so you're all good. Now, why would you do this? So, Millennium Eyes Restrict allows you to play around hand traps as long as you possibly can before you need that extra monster zone open. And because it's a level 1, you automatically get an extra monster zone open called Link Karibo. So, what you do is you activate this, and then you activate all your search and grab spells as long as you possibly can until you need to turn that into a Link Karibo. And then the amount of times you've played around a hand trap, or if it's like Blue Eyes, like here, where you hardly ever go into the extra deck, or you don't need to until the very end, well, you've played around every hand trap, effectively. The only thing you didn't play around is Gamma, but Gamma is very hard to play around. You actually can't play around it. There's nothing that allows you to interact with it, which I'll have a discussion about that one day, probably. So, yeah, that's really it. So, yeah. There is now an instant fusion target that can let you play around hand traps. So yeah, that's about all I had to say. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to restart this Malefic replay for you guys, and then, yeah, then you can watch it, and then I'll end the video, this shitty video. So yeah. Give me one moment, and then we are going gold. Yay! I didn't realize it was that replay. I thought it was the actual replay that went back and forth. But yep, that's about it. Thank you all for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. And remember, Master Dinnerflex will take your soul.